Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Survival Let's Play. So I've started recording today in the rain. I think this might be the first time I've ever done that. I usually try to sleep through the night and then get rid of the rain. But there's actually a reason for this. So you might remember in the last episode I was trying to get the creepers in here. And then I was waiting for a thunderstorm for a long time. It just didn't happen. But I wanted to turn all of these creepers into charge creepers. And I ended up just ending the episode because I couldn't get a thunderstorm. So what I learned in between episodes is if I dig the blocks out here, you can see the creeper is stood on top of a lightning rod. Now if I throw this trident at the lightning rod, you can see it's got channeling on. Just like that, it turns into a charge creeper. So even though it's not a thunderstorm, I can get the lightning to strike the creeper if it stood on top of a lightning rod like this. So this is the kind of thing I wish I knew in the last episode because it would have saved me a lot of time. But this is what I've done with all of the creepers here, and I'm going to quickly do it to the last one as well. And I actually only had one creeper in the last episode, but I kind of killed it when I went to move it. So I've ended up going and getting 5 more creepers. They're actually quite easy to trap in here, and then I've just waited for it to rain so I can start today's episode. Okay, so what I want to do now is get a zombie, a skeleton and a creeper down here. I've already got the zombie, so I'm just going to name tag him if I can get close. And now I need to go get a creeper and a skeleton. And that's kind of hard to do because the skeleton shoots the zombie and the creeper. If it shoots a creeper, it's going to blow up. And that's how all of these mobs actually died. I had loads of them in here in between episodes. But the skeleton must have shot the creeper and then the creeper blew up. So all of the sides got blown up and then all of the mobs died. So I'm going to have to start again with all of the mobs. And I think it's just about to become daytime, so I don't think any more are going to spawn. So what I'm going to do is just leave this project for now and then I'll come back to it pretty soon. So I did mention in the last episode that I was going to finish the smelter room in between episodes. And I'm not going to lie, it's not completely finished, but I've made a lot of progress on it. So I'm just going to go in here and show you what I've done. So there's not too much detail in the walls, but I've tried just to add a little bit of detail. I actually need to move these, I left them in here. So I'll pick these up. I think this has just stayed the same as it was before. This is the same. All of this is the same, but you can see that I've done the floor. I kind of like this pattern. I used to use it a lot, like quite a while ago when you could only get these blocks in slab form, but now you can get them in the full blocks. I think it's quite nice and it fits in well here. I wasn't really sure if I should do a checkered pattern like I've done, or try to come up with another pattern design, but I've just gone for the checkered pattern right now and I kind of like how it looks. And you can see I've got a little doorway, or quite a big doorway that goes through to the kelp farm. And then I've set up the storage on both sides. So all of the kelp gets smelted up and then it goes through some hoppers and a little bubble elevator behind there. Then it all goes into this chest and then I just get all of this out, turn it into blocks and then store it over here. So this is pretty much this room done. I still need to do the roof, but I'm just so bad at doing ceiling designs that this might take me a few episodes to get a design that I like. But overall the project is pretty much finished. And I'm actually going to be using this room all the time because I smelt a lot of items up. And even when I just need to smelt a few items, I usually come over here. So I do want to try and get the ceiling finished as soon as possible if I'm going to be in here a lot. So it's definitely a project that I'm going to do quite soon. So I did have a zombie and a skeleton in here. But you can see that the zombie's gone now. And every time I get a skeleton in there, it just causes problems. So what I'm going to do is just get the skeleton head here. So I'm going to use this charge creeper, blow up that skeleton and get the skeleton head. And then afterwards I'm going to get a zombie and a creeper and then put them in. And then I can get those 2 heads as well. So it just causes too many problems when there's a skeleton in there with other mobs. So I'm going to do the skeleton separate to the other ones. So I've got a little setup here. What I'm going to do is put a minecart here. And then if I destroy this block, the creeper should come out and try to get me. And yeah, you see he got stuck in the minecart. So now when I power this, he should go up here to the top. So this is a difficult part. What I need to do is ignite the creeper with this flint and steel. And then try to destroy this block. And then he should fall down and kill the skeleton down below. So that's the plan. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go. I don't know if the creeper's going to do a lot of damage because it might land in the water. And I think if he's in the water, he shouldn't do any damage. But because it's in the minecart, I don't know if that changes it. So this could go quite bad, but I'm just going to try and see if I can do it. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure there's no more mobs around because they keep coming to attack me while I'm doing this. So I'm going to quickly light him and dig this. And it didn't work, it didn't fall down fast enough. But you can see I got the skeleton head down here. So I did get the skeleton head, but it blew up and made a big mess. So it blew up a lot faster than I was expecting. I thought I'd have like a few seconds to make it drop down. So I might have to change this up a little bit for the next time I do it, but at least I did get the skeleton head. It's right here. So that's all I really wanted. I'm not too bothered about the big mess that it made. So I'm just going to fix this up, it shouldn't take too long at all. And I'm going to try rethink it and see if there's like a better way to do this without it making so much of a mess. But this is the reason that I built it like quite far away from the base, because I knew it was probably going to do this. And I just didn't want to start blowing up all of the base. So I made sure there was a little bit of distance. I've come up with a little bit of a different method and I hope this one works better than the last one. So the mobs are trapped in here now, I don't want the creeper to explode. But there's some water on this block down here, pushing all of the mobs into that corner. And then I've got the same on the other side. And this is where I'm going to put the charge creeper. So I'm going to lead it over here, it's going to come onto the trapdoors and then walk down into the water. And it'll just flow down here and then go into this corner. And the plan from there is to go down here. And I'm going to try to blow the creeper up here. I don't think it should be able to see me. So I'm going to go here and try to blow it up. And then I hope that the explosion goes through the wall and kills the creeper and the zombie on this side. I think it should do that, but I'm just not sure if it's going to do any damage to the surroundings as well. So this is the plan, hopefully it works better than the last one. So I just need to get the creeper over here, which is going to be a little bit more dangerous this time. So I'll break the glass and it should just come out to follow me. Need to make sure I keep a safe distance. I think these creepers are a little bit faster than regular creepers. And it should just walk down there and then float into the corner. So it looks like it's working fine so far, but this is a scary bit because I've got to go down there and blow it up. And hopefully it doesn't do any damage to the surroundings like it did last time. Okay, so I'm down here, I'm pretty sure it can't see me. The problem is it keeps jumping up in the air like that. I think if it blows up once it's in the air, then it's going to cause some damage. So I might actually try and go up and see if I can put a block above its head just so it doesn't do that. So I got a block there, it almost blew up. So it shouldn't be able to jump up and down now. So I'm pretty sure it shouldn't do damage to the surroundings, but we'll just have to do it and wait and see. So I'm going to come down here, see if I can reach it with the flint and steel. I don't think I can, so I might have to change the angle up a little bit. So I should be able to reach it from over here, and I don't think I got it then, it just went to blow up. So I got it that time, it should blow up, and it didn't do any damage, but did it kill the mobs? And no, it didn't kill the mobs either. I thought it would do like damage through the wall, but it didn't do that. So I might have to open that up a little bit. So I've got a few ideas, I'll come back once I've sorted this out. Okay, so the first idea is quite simple, but I think this should work. So I've just destroyed 2 blocks behind the mobs. So now you can see through to the other chamber, so this is where the creeper and zombie are. And then on the other side I will have the charge creeper here. So I think this should work because it can see where the mobs are through the wall. And we're just going to have to test this again and then see. And I'm pretty sure that when a creeper or a charge creeper blows up in water, even though it doesn't do damage to the surroundings, I'm pretty sure it still does damage to other mobs and the player. So if I was stood close to it then, it would have done damage to me, even though it was in water. Or at least that's how it used to work. They might have changed it recently, but I might be using some old mechanics here and just not know that it changed. So I'm going to try this again, and then this one should work this time. Hopefully it does, because I'm kind of running out of creepers over here. So we've got another one in here. He's going to go to the corner and get stuck underneath that little bit of stone. So now I'm going to head down here. This is attempt number 3. Hopefully it works this time. So I'll get close enough to blow him up. I think I got it there. And it blew up. And I think I saw it do damage to the zombie or creeper on the other side as well. I'm pretty sure it did damage that time, but it didn't kill it. I think I saw a little bit of red flash. So I'm not sure if they're weak or if it's just not doing any damage at all. So I thought I saw the zombie take a little bit of damage, like when you hit a llama like that it goes a little bit red. I thought I saw the same thing on the zombie. So maybe it did take a little bit of damage, I'm not sure. I think I might just try this one more time with one more of the creepers. And if that doesn't work, I might just have to go back to the first method and then clean up every time I use this thing. So I've just quickly been over on a redstone testing world, and it turns out that I'm actually right here. So when this charge creeper blows up, it is actually doing damage to the mobs in this side. It's just not doing enough damage to kill them. So I've got an idea, and this time it really should work. So I've got a potion of instant health, and when I throw this at the zombie and then the skeletons when they're in there as well, it will do damage to them because they are undead mobs, so instant health potions do damage. It's not going to work with the creeper. I'm going to have to go get some damage potions for them later on. So I'm going to try this with the zombie. So if I throw it in there, it will hit the zombie. It probably got the creeper as well there. So now if I go around and blow the charge creeper up, it should definitely kill the zombie, maybe kill the creeper as well. But I think what I'm going to do is try to do a little bit of damage to the creeper. So if I shoot it with this, and that actually killed it, I didn't mean to kill it, but yeah, I didn't really need the creeper there anyway. I'm going to get that in separately afterwards. So now if I go down and blow the creeper up, or the charge creeper, it should actually kill the zombie this time. So I think it's going to blow up there, and I'm pretty sure that killed the zombie. And for some reason it didn't kill the zombie again. I just tested this over on a creative world and I'm pretty sure this should work. So I think I need to throw the potion at the zombie and then blow the creeper up quickly. I think I took too long to do it that time. So I need to throw the potion and then quickly go down there and then blow the creeper up. And that should definitely work. So I've got one final idea. Hopefully this one works because it's the final creeper. So what I've done is just made a little bit more room down here. I'll try to break this and you can see it a little bit more clearly. So instead of there being 2 blocks on the floor, blocking the creeper and the zombie, what I've done is remove those blocks and then I've placed some half slabs on the top. So now the zombie can't get onto this side and then the creeper can't get onto the other side. So the creeper will stand about here and then when it blows up, the zombie is right there. So if it doesn't kill it this time, I don't really know what to do. So I'm just going to get the final creeper and hopefully it works. So the creeper is exactly where it should be. The zombie is pretty much touching the creeper. So if it doesn't kill it this time, I just don't really understand this game. And I'm going to have to start using the instant health potions again. So let's just try it. We'll blow it up. It really should kill the zombie. And it didn't do it again. So it does damage. You can see that the zombie is getting pushed back and it's going red. But it's just not doing enough damage to kill the zombie. So I don't really know what to do about this apart from the instant health potions. If I throw this at the zombie and then blow the creeper up, I'm pretty sure that will work, like definitely, as long as I do it fast enough. But I don't know why it's not doing enough damage to kill it when it's right next to it like this. That seems a little bit strange to me. But this is the first time I've ever really messed around with this stuff, so I'm just kind of learning about this as I do it. So I am going to have to get some more creepers in here. Luckily it didn't take too long. And then I found out about the trick where I don't need to wait for a thunderstorm, so that's going to save me a lot of time. So I'm going to go do some other projects, and then by the end of the episode I'll have 5 more creepers in here. And I want to go and get a creeper head and then a zombie head to end off the episode. So like I said, I'll find something else to do around the base, and then I'll come back to this later on. Okay, so I realised that that last design just wasn't going to work. And if it was going to work, it wasn't going to be very efficient, and I was going to have to use potions and stuff. So instead I've come up with another design here, and I'm pretty sure this one should work. I've got some obsidian on the floor, so none of the floor should get blown up. I've also got some obsidian here, and this is how I'm going to get the charge creepers in there. So I've got 7 overall. I wanted to get 10, but I couldn't get 10, so there's only 7 for now. So what I'm going to do is take the charge creeper over to the middle. So this is directly above the middle where the dirt is and the powered rail here. So this is where the charge creeper is going to go, and then the plan is to stand here. I'm going to destroy the glass and then the rail on top of it. And I'm going to light the charge creeper and then destroy the dirt quickly. It should fall down and then kill the mobs down below. So really this should work, but I'm not really sure until I've tried it. So I think I'm ready just to try it. So I'm going to put the minecart here, and then when I destroy this, the creeper should start coming towards me and go into the minecart. I can turn this on and it'll go over here. So it should go through the glass into the middle. And it shouldn't be able to see me through the glass, so we should be okay. So I can destroy this and this. I should be able to destroy the minecart as well. So now all I've got to do is light the charge creeper and then destroy the dirt. So I'm just going to do it and hope that it works. So I've got the flint and steel. We'll get that lit, destroy this. And it actually blew up quite a lot of the edge. I wasn't really expecting it to go that far, but I should have got the 2 heads there. So I've got the zombie head and then the creeper head as well. So it did work, but it destroyed some of the surroundings. I wasn't really expecting that. So I think what I can do is just change this out for obsidian, and then that should stop that, because you can see that none of the floor got destroyed here. So I'm going to put the creeper head and the zombie head over here. So this is my first ever creeper head, first ever skeleton head, and first ever zombie head. And if you don't know, I'm collecting trophies on this world. So these are going to go towards the trophies, and when I make the room eventually, it's going to be like a little museum. These things will be on show. So that's the reason that I decided to get one of each right now, just so I know which one is the first one. But now I've got these, I can just get as many mobs in here as I can fit. And there's actually a creeper in there already somehow. But I can just fill this as much as I want with mobs, and then I should be able to get all of the mob heads in one. So I think what I'm going to do now is just replace the sides with obsidian. And the next time I use this, it shouldn't do any damage to the surroundings. So it shouldn't take too long. I've got loads of obsidian down at the base. So I'll be back once I've done that, and then I'll get some more mobs in here. I've set all this thing up again, and you can see I've got all of the obsidian around here. And the reason I'm standing a little bit further back is because I've got some skeletons in there this time. I actually had more mobs in there, but the skeletons keep trying to shoot me, and then they shoot the mobs, and then they start fighting. So I need to stand a little bit further back just so the skeletons can't see me. So I think there's 2 skeletons, 2 zombies, and 1 creeper in there. I could be wrong, I can't really see all of them right here, but I think that's what's in there. So I'm going to use this creeper right here. If I destroy this glass, he'll start coming towards me, and then get stuck in the minecart, then I'll send him to the middle. So I'm just going to do the exact same as I did last time. So I'll come over here, destroy the rails, destroy the minecart, can't destroy the minecart, there we go. So all I've got to do is light this up, destroy this, and it didn't destroy any of the surroundings because it's all obsidian now. And you can see all of the heads down in the middle. So there is 2 skeletons, 2 zombies, and 1 creeper. So I think this is a system that actually works quite well. I did say in the last episode I was going to automate all of this, like build a farm for this eventually. And I do still want to do that, but I just wanted to do some testing around the base first. So now I've come up with a design that actually works, I can go ahead and build a farm for this one day. And I'm kind of struggling to get out of the hole here. So when I do build a farm for this, I'm probably going to do it over near the farming district. And I think I'm going to keep it quite similar to what I've got here because this seems to be working fine. But I'm just going to get all of the mobs filtered in automatically. So on one side I'll have a creeper farm and it will give me all of the creepers. Then I can just turn them into charge creepers whenever I want them. And then on the other side I will have a hostile mob farm. So this will be creepers, zombies and skeletons. And it will filter them all into the little obsidian thing that I've got here. So it's all just going to be automated to get all of the mobs in here so I don't have to mess around trying to like lead them in or anything like that. So it should be quite a fun project to work on. But like I said, I just wanted to do a little bit of testing around the base. And I'm probably going to use this a little bit more before I build the farm. Because I'll be building the farm in a different episode, not today. But what I can do now I've got these mob heads is add them to the checklist room. So before I just had some named pieces of paper, but now I've actually got the heads. So I can put one of each in here, then I know that I need 63 more of each of these. Okay, I think I'm done with this project for today now. I used another 1 or 2 charge creepers and got some more mob heads. But it's kind of hard to get a lot of mobs in here at the same time because if I go like over there towards a beacon, anything in here will despawn. So I've got to kind of stay close by. I could name tag them all, but I don't really have a whole lot of name tags at the moment. I think I've got like 30 in here, and that's it. And I did try give them some swords so they could hold it in the hand, but they just didn't pick it up. And then I tried with some golden boots as well, that's why I've got some gold in here. But again, they just didn't use them or pick them up either. So I think what I'm going to do is just use the villagers in between episodes and get a lot of name tags. And then I should be able to get quite a lot of mobs in here. I think there is another method where you can give them pumpkins and then they put them on their heads. But I don't have a pumpkin farm at the moment, so I can't really try that either. So I think name tags is probably the best method. And I can get quite a lot of them easily over at the villager trading area. So what I wanted to do now is check a few more items off the checklist. So I've gone ahead and I've already got all of the items that I need. So I stayed AFK at the Guardian farm for a little bit yesterday. And I got all of these items, so I can just go ahead and check all of these off the checklist at the same time. So these all go into the ocean chest right here. So I think I've got the right amount of each of them to make a full stack. Okay, so this is all of the items that I've managed to get so far. You can see that I don't have the dark prismarine stuff yet. I do actually have all of the shards in the shulker boxes. But the recipe, you need some black dye as well, so this is the recipe here. with the shards around it and then the black dye in the middle. I just don't have any black dye at the moment, so I'm going to try and get some of that right now. So my plan to get a lot of black dye is to come over here to the end. I've made this thing underneath the portal. This is where I usually kill the wither. And what I've done is just dug down a little bit more and I've put some chickens in here. So I brought some eggs and then I've just thrown them at the wall and got some chickens. So when these grow up, I'm going to breed them up and get as many in here as I can. And then when I spawn the wither in, it's going to get trapped underneath the portal. And when it blows up, it will kill all of the chickens. And each one is going to drop a wither rose. So I should be able to get quite a lot from one session of this. It shouldn't take too long to breed them all up. I think it is one of the quickest ways to get a lot of wither roses without building a farm. And then I can actually make a lot of black dye with that, so hopefully I can get enough. And I've actually got some of the wither skulls already, so I went to the nether for a little bit and I managed to get 9 overall. So I don't think I'll need all of these just yet, but I'm going to use at least one wither to kill all of the chickens. If I don't get enough wither roses from one, I'm going to have to do 2. I'll come back once I've got all of the chickens bred up, and then we can spawn in the wither and see what happens. Okay, I'm back. I was going to try and get some more chickens in here, but it's just lagging so bad that I'm scared that it's going to crash the game or something. So I've decided that I'm just going to kill them now. And before I kill them, I'm just going to throw some potions of poison, and this is going to kill the frame rate even more. So it's just going to weaken them up a little bit so I can kill them. I'll throw one more over here. And I've actually thrown it, but it's lagging so bad that it's not actually done it yet. So the frame rate's terrible, but I'm just going to try and see if I can get the wither in here. So the first one goes there, and then 3 in front of this. The last one there, and then the 3 heads, 1 there. It's not actually placing it. I am pressing the trigger, but it's just not placing it there. 1 in the middle. Again, it's not placing that one. I think I just put too many chickens in there this time. So now when this blows up, it should kill all of the chickens, or at least most of them. And I'm going to stand back a little bit just so the blast doesn't get me. Okay, so most of the chickens died and I can kill this thing quite easy with my Smite 5 sword. And then we'll just wait for it to blow up, I'll get the wither star, and then I can make another beacon. I don't really need one at the moment, but whenever I need a beacon, I've got the star for it now. So there is a few chickens that survived. I'm going to jump down and get all of the wither roses and see how many I managed to get. So overall, I actually got quite a lot, so what's that, 5.5 stacks, almost 6 stacks. So it's a decent amount from one little session there. It only took like an hour to breed up all of those chickens. I'll probably just leave these chickens here for the next time I come over and start breeding them up. So I'll get a little bit of a head start on that. And I'm going to take these wither skulls back to the base. I'll probably just put them in the ender chest. And back over at the base, I've checked off all of the dark prismarine blocks now as well. So all I need to get now for this chest is the coral and then the dead coral. And I think I'm going to get that in a minute. But I actually ended up with some spare wither roses, so I've got almost 3 stacks left over. So what I'm going to do is go to the plants chest, and the wither roses in there, so I'm going to get 63 of these and put that in there. And then that's the wither roses checked off as well. And I did mention in the last episode that I was going to change the signs back to normal, because I used the glow ink on these and then I started getting lag in the area. And now I've removed it, I'm still getting little bits of lag. So I don't really know what's causing it. Maybe there's like some mobs underneath, like gathered up somewhere or something like that. So I might just have to mess around and have a look and see what's causing this lag, because the frame rate's dropping a little bit and there's not really too much stuff in the area that should cause it to lag, unless it's all of the item frames in here, but these have been there quite a while, so I don't think it's them. So I might just have to have a look around the base and see if there's anything that might cause lag. But anyway, to end off the episode, like I said, I might as well just go ahead and get the coral and then the dead coral blocks. It shouldn't take too long to get these. There's a coral reef not far from here over in that direction. So I'm going to head over there and then we'll get the rest of these items to end off the episode. And now that's done, I've added all of this to the chest now. So that's 64 of everything in this chest, and this is all of the items that I wanted to collect. So I can just break through the wall here and then turn the levers on each side. So I'll do that one and then this one as well and then cover it back up. So I think that is the 6th chest that I've checked off now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then the 6th here. So there's still a long way to go, but I've made a decent amount of progress so far. But I've actually run out of time to record for today's episode. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing in the next episode just yet. I think I might build another one of these farms, or I might build another room in the base. So I'm thinking maybe I could start the nether portal room over there, and then I can build the nether portal and then the nether hub, and then I could do some stuff in the nether. Because my nether at the moment is pretty dead, there's not really much going on there. So I do want to start that soon. So I might be doing that in the next episode, but like I said, I don't really know just yet. I was also going to add some more challenges to this chest today, but I started recording this episode before I even uploaded the previous episode, so I've not really had a whole lot of time to read through the comments. But I'm going to read through them and then I'll probably add some more challenges in the next episode. So again, if anyone's got any challenges, just leave them in the comments and then I'll look through them and maybe add yours in the next episode. But like I said, I have run out of time to record for today, so I hope everyone enjoyed and I'll see you all next time.